course not.
Yeah. How's where are you from?
Worcester, Massachusetts. That's why I'm like, I'm yelling at Roland when you're talking about the fucking bomber guy. Put me in.
Put me in. Put me in.
I want to talk about this.
I'm from there.
Yes, I'm from Worcester. I
thought you were from what, Bisbee or?
I live in Bisbee, Arizona, but I'm from Worcester, Massachusetts, where the fucking bomber's body is.
Yeah.
And it's such a silly, who gives a shit what you do with the remains? It has nothing to do logically with what, we'll bury him outside of the Boston area. Where is that? Where do you draw that line? Northampton? And they're going to go, what? We're the fucking piece of shit?
I mean, get him out of Massachusetts in general.
Okay, so you
just go somewhere else.
The point is, it doesn't matter. It's a dead
it's
fucking...
just meat. Yeah,
it's
rotting meat now.
It's waste.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just product.
Everything that made him the bad guy is
CNN. My father died. Like everyone does. He's meat, he's waste, he means nothing. We have him in a cup of ashes that my brother keeps for, just in case we want to Keith Richards snort it with coke one day for funny. But he had a cemetery plot in Paxton, Massachusetts, Worcester suburb, that we never buried him in. Who gives a fuck? We're not going to go through some stupid ritual.
Right.
Drive out there to leave flowers for no reason. We have a cemetery plot that is available for free for the meat that used to be a guy accused of bombing the fucking Boston Marathon. We are giving that up. It's at the Worcester County Memorial fucking Cemetery place in Paxton, Massachusetts, where we had to live for 3 years as kids, where they fucking hated us and we hated them. They're all the kids who wore Levi corduroys when we were still in tough skins, and it's just this piece of shit, snotty fucking cunt town where we had to fucking... All the hate that I have in comedy is rooted somehow in this town. Paxton, Massachusetts. Like, the people that you know... You hated and you felt belittled by. You don't know names. You don't remember events. But you know just that 3 years where my mother was married to that cocksucker, that we had to live in this shitty town. Yes, I want to smite you by putting the fucking... And I'm dead serious. I called my brother. He looked it up at 6:30 this morning to find out the name of the cemetery. We'll fucking bury you in my dad's plot. Suicide bomber guy. It's fucking on the table.
Dumped in there? Yeah.
No shit.
Call the press.
Yes.
Call AP.
And we have to... All we have to do is use the Doug Stanhope... This is where that idea came from. The Doug Stanhope Celebrity Death Pool, we have a logo that came from the idea where my brother and I are saying, hey, we still have Dad's cemetery plot, and there's nothing in it. We're not going to bother putting his ashes in there. He doesn't care. We don't have, like, an extended family that has reverence for the dead. Let's go put a gravestone that says, I'm with stupid with the finger pointing up.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Other people.
Yes, that would be very offensive.
So if I can use that gravestone, yes.
That would be very offensive.
Well,
does anyone know how to pronounce that name yet?
Not really.
Oh, no.
Everyone's trying.
No.
Yeah. He'll never go down in history.
No, it's not a Lee Harvey Oswald.
Exactly.
That's easy.
He has no middle name.
John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah. Once you have a name with two names that are that difficult to pronounce, you don't try to throw the middle name in.
Tamerlan Stanhope.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
The brother's a harder one because it's Zukar or some shit, DHZ, DKZ.
Oh,
but this is
crazy. Yeah, even fucking Timothy McVeigh. It's an easy name. You know.
Can we get the guy from the funeral home on the horn?
Oh, let's. You know what?
Come get him over there.
Let's do that.
Here's why they don't want it though, because the vandalism. They know that it
doesn't matter. We own that fucking plot. That's real estate.
You can put whatever you want in there.
I'll make a court battle out of it. My dad paid good hard money for that chunk of 6x4 or 6x3. I don't know what size it was.
It is odd that a cemetery could really dictate what gets buried in there when all you're burying is fucking the waste product of a life.
Right.
Yes, and they have a say like, no.
It's biodegradable. It's green.
Do you know who he used to be? I'm not putting him in here.
Hey, do a Google search of all the other horrible people that are buried in Massachusetts, maybe right under your feet.
Yeah, exactly. There's probably some pretty bad motherfuckers.
Wait, we got to get the funeral home on the line.
Yeah.
I want to have a conversation with the guy.
If the media didn't make it an issue.
Right.
It's not like anyone was sitting around going, what are they going to do with the body? Well, let's put on CNN to find out what they're going to do with the body.
What about that
you
guy?
You wouldn't give a fuck. They made you give a fuck, faggot. Yeah, you sit there like a fucking pimple going, oh, I don't know what the head eat. Oh, CNN just told me. What are they going to do with the body? I was worried about that myself.
Yeah.
Fuck you. That's why I'm drinking this morning. Every time I come in here, I come in as the wrong person. I'm selling the wrong show because I come in sober. I get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
I got to do O&A tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why don't I get to bed by 1 in the morning?
Right.
Oh, no. Fuck that. I come in all sheepish. I go, I'm never going to be as funny as Norton. That's all I think about.
Oh, my
Every time I do your show. He's fucking tweeting the whole time on the show. He's sitting there texting and tweeting, and then still aside out of the corner of his mouth, the funniest comic you've ever been around live, and he's not even paying attention. And I just sit here sober going, well, this
so
morning
that's not
I
coffee
came in
in
fucking
there.
hammered.
And that's not coffee in there, huh?
Yeah, no, this is, that's a
What are you drinking?
ruby red grapefruit with, 3 shots of vodka.
Oh.
Well, piecemealed out. I'd drink some, and then I'd put
Right, you put a little more in.
a little more vodka.
Yeah.
So I don't
The mix
know.
as you drink
I
kind of a
don't
thing.
know.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Did you sleep last night?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, where the fuck is that guy in Massachusetts buried that fucking killed his wife and then fucking said the black guy did it and then jumped off the fucking bridge?
This is Charles River.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name? Charles Stewart?
Stewart, yeah.
Yeah, I want the outrage. Call in with your outrage about that guy being buried near your relative or in your state, you fucking asshole.
He doesn't sound like a very nice fellow.
Which guy?
What funeral home is it?
Let's listen to the stories.
It's in all the stories. Let me see.
God damn it. If I could call my brother and get some names of fucking kids from Paxton Center School that were such dicks. My brother went through some serious shit. And in the last year, I go, give me names. I'm going to fucking find these people.
I'm finding them.
Hold on.
It's good to have lists.
Hold on, we're going to try to get this done. So it's Graham, Putnam, and Mahoney Funeral Parlor in Worcester.
And the guy is like a saint in Worcester. If you read about the guy has gone out of his way to bury poor people, like people who are indigent, a lot of Hispanics, and they have a lot of reverence for that whole fucking Catholic shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna do this.
A lot of ritual need to be done.
Yeah, this is where my dad got his fucking catheter when he had cancer. It's not sacrosanct land. Fucking idiot. It doesn't matter.
They took care of him according to Muslim rule, I guess, the father or something.
No, the uncle.
The uncle took care of him and washed the body. You got to wash his genitals.
Well, yeah, that's what they did with Osama bin Laden, allegedly.
Yeah.
Like, we gave him a respectful funeral. Why? What does this guy have to do? Kill more people?
But if you're responsible for washing the body, are you going to do a good job? You're going to make sure he has a clean asshole.
You got to wash his balls and asshole of the dead terrorist guy.
You're going to wash on the scrotum and around the scrotum.
Yeah, you got to lift it up. Get under the undercarriage. Yeah. There you go.
Are you going to do a good washing if that was your job?
No,
you think?
I'm not. It's not my fucking religion. It's not my business.
No, I'm just saying if you had to.
Would you do this just if you were, say, washing like Bin Laden's body, even if you're not gay at all, just to kind of humiliate it? Would you lean over and suck the dick a little?
Oh, Jesus! I thought you were going to go with poke his honey with a finger.
England kind of way. Fucking Abu Ghraib kind of way. Thumbs up, dick in the mouth, thumbs up on a Polaroid.
She looked like John Larroquette. I love Linda England.
See, again, you think you come up with Lindy England I pulled out of my ass, he beats you with John Larroquette. You can't.